Spelzy, commentary, and plenty.
Hello there, YouTube. Spazzy coming right at you with another commentary. Today we're playing Shen. I haven't played Shen since he came out, man. And that was a long time ago. So I picked him up, played a lot of games with him, and I had a blasty blast. He is definitely a fun champion to play, so let's dive into the commentary. A little disclaimer straight off the bat is that I am recording this kind of late, for me at least. I usually record these in the morning when I'm fresh and I'm awakened and I've had my cup of coffee. Instead, I'm drinking a glass of water. Get yourself a drink, this is going to be a good one. And yeah, it might be a little bit more relaxed, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy that either way. So, we're playing Shen against the Rise. A kind of tough matchup. What I'm doing here in the beginning is you're going to see me just toss Vorpal Blades at the minions, trying to last hit, and I'm letting him harass me a little bit. The reason for this free harass is, well, partly I don't want to lose any experience or last hits, but most importantly, if laner does that, and I stand on top of my range creeps, those creeps are going to aggro him, and he is going to push the lane by doing so, because his creeps are still going to attack my creeps, while my creeps attack him. The lane is getting pushed, and we're going to set him up for a gank. Now, straight off the bat, we kind of discussed this, and this is a fun normal game, but we still go a little bit try-hard every now and again. This was one of those games. I was going to have the most trouble top, so Grandpa in the jungle is going to focus this top for ganks. Now, I do flash here and pull off a nice taunt. The idea from me here was to flash beyond the minion wave and hopefully not drag minion aggro onto me. But I do, unfortunately, which is puts me really low. I level up mid-fight there, and or after the fight, I put a quick point in W, survive that ignite. Yeah, a little bit lucky in combination with some quick reflexes, secure that kill, and that is going to be key for me. Now, before we go into the Runes of Masteries, I'm just going to say that I derped my build here a little bit. We're going to talk about that in a second. Runes of Masteries, I do run magic penetration marks, flat armor seals, and magic resist glyphs. And the quintessence is flat ability power. Now, this allows me to do some more damage with my Vorpal Blades, and it actually allows me to be, well, kind of aggressive early on. At level 1, I can sometimes even trade really well against some characters. Like, I've done extremely well against the Renekton. I pushed the Renekton out of the lane level 1, and a couple of other cool stuff. Now, in this situation, I have no idea that I'm up against the Rise, so might not be the optimal start. I didn't even look when I started with Doran's shield there, if what I was up against. I just ran to lane, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't have started this against the Rise. And what I do here with my build, actually masteries before we do that, we go for a little dive here. I shouldn't have taken the aggro. Grandpa should have done that, and I should have been able to ult him. So that's the mistake we make in this dive. But let's talk about the masteries while you see that dive taking place on your screen right now. I rock 9-21-0, which allows me to pick up some attack speed and some magic penetration and the improved ignite in the offensive tree. And I go for sort of like a mixed defensive page with magic resistant armor. I do love to pick up safeguard for turret diving, and I enjoy unyielding and block, of course, one of the best points to spend in that mastery in my opinion. So I'm back here in top lane. I've started to build an Aegis, and this is not the optimal build. It's good for a Shen that's up against the magic caster, sure, like the AP and like all the stats there works really fine. The problem is they only have one AP damage dealer really on this team, so Aegis is not probably the most efficient item to get. We push up the turret after another gank. Grandpa's really focusing the top. I focus my attention bottom. I see a nice hook land on the Vayne, so I'm going to ult Prophet to get in range. Do a little nice taunt on the Vayne, securing that kill for Peepwood. I'm going to try and chase down Nunu here, but I'm not going to be able to do it, as taunt is on cooldown. So what I would probably want to do is get something else. Maybe like even a Void Staff would have been decent. Something that would have benefited me in lane more than the Aegis maybe, or something that was more required team-wise. What I usually build on a Shen is I usually rush a quick Sunfire Cape, and then after that you want to get a Randance or maybe a Frozen Heart. Ideally Randance though, in my opinion, it's just so strong on a Shen. You want to get that armor up, you want to get the Sunfire Cape for split pushing, and you want to be able to dive early on in the game, because you do have that map presence with your ultimate, and it's really, really helpful. So a little bit different in this situation. This is actually why I picked this game, because it has some interesting twists and turns, and I also am able to demonstrate some nice team fighting with Shen. We pick up a kill top, and we get a free dragon off of that. Bot lane has been strung a lot. We have a Vayne that is pretty fed on the enemy team. My friend Acclimator is coming in here, and we try to pick up a kill. However, Pantheon's gonna jump. He's also been dominating the mid lane, so he's doing a lot of damage. I think Acclimator didn't have any armor runes. He had no idea he was going up against a Pantheon, so derp. Here, Pantheon could really have killed me, as I don't have any armor built, really. But instead, he turns for minions, so I guess that's fine. Just staying here, knowing that they can push this turret. I just last hit with Vorpal Blades and try and stay overall chilled and put. In this game, I think I level up W first. I max W first after 2 points in Q. Generally, I put all my points in Q first. But against magic damage dealers, sometimes W is just nicer. I'm gonna ult Grandpa here. I used my taunt just to run from base, which is why I don't have it right now. However, cooldowns on Grandpa are really nice at this point, so he can just roll again, taunt again. I wait with my taunt, I just chill, I do a little bit of deeps, I'm gonna see which way it runs, and I'm gonna taunt that way. Double taunt, OP, and we pick up the kill. So Grandpa's really be focusing top here, which is really nice for me. So I'm just gonna start split pushing now. The problem with this build right here, as you're gonna see a little team fight here in mid lane with initiated by my ult. The problem with the build is that it doesn't allow me for as efficient split pushing because I don't have the Sunfire Cape. Now, Sunfire Cape is just the stats works really well with Shen's kit and the fact that you're going to be a tank initiator. But the split pushing part is really crucial. Like, you really want to be able to split push rather quickly and be present on other parts of the map with your ultimate. Here we're going to do Baron. A little bit of a derp here. I should have tanked Baron more here, I feel like. Instead, I tried to disrupt them. I tried to set up the kills instead. My team thinks that we should pick up Baron, which we weren't really on the same page there, I think. And we stay and fight, and we forget Pantheon's ult, and they're cleaning up, and they get, like, yeah, everyone except me dies. Instead, we should have just like picked up a quick Baron. I should have tanked it so we were a little bit healthier, and we should have disengaged. As you can see, though, I am starting to build up my randos here, and I'm telling my teammates to buy home guards. We're all up now. They're gonna go for this inhib, but I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna try and initiate, and we're gonna fight them either way. Rammus comes in, gets a nice taunt off a Vayne, followed up by my taunt. I got condemned, but I got the taunt off. I flashed out a Nuno ult. Not really necessary. That's like 80 carry spazzy talking right there. I'm scared of damage, which I really shouldn't be. I let them finish off that guy. I use a Vorpal Blade to proc the off the Banshees, and then follow that up with a taunt there on the rise, picking up the kill. Acclimator walking away, so Prophet's gonna pick it up. Fine, man, fine. After that, we're gonna push mid. So this game is really, it's not really in our favor at this point. We did pick up some objectives, but we lost them straight away. We followed up by taking them out there in the fight, but we still lost the mid and hip, which I'm going to stay now and deep push. We do run a really nice strat here. Grandpa is saying, I'm going to flash on top of Vayne. You need to follow up. I'm going to flash on top of Vayne. Get ready for it. As he goes in, he sort of baits the Vayne here. She thinks she can free deeps him when he goes for Odir, but instead he flashes taunt. I follow up with my taunt and everything. I don't pop randoms in this fight, which is really bad. And the follow-up from Acclimator on Vayne there in the beginning was really nice. He popped everything he had. He died. Doesn't really matter that much. He has his passive. He can do a little bit of extra damage that way. We pick up that fight 4 for 1. We go back mid. We deep push it. So a really nice initiate from Grandpa there, and a really nice fight overall, I must say. I do have my Sunfire Cape right now. We've skipped ahead a little bit. We've given some free kills to Vayne, so she's still pretty big. So we really want to try and focus her down, and we do have the lockdown potential for it. They're forcing a Baron right now. Grandpa is running straight up ahead, as you can do with the Rammus. I'm putting my ult on him. He flashes in accordingly, which is really nice, letting me follow that up. Do a nice taunt on 3 people there, proccing down that Vayne with a Vorpal Blade. Proccing down, I guess that means deeps. Here I should have turned, even though Rise is low, I should probably have turned and helped my team. Pantheon picks up a kill on Acclimator there, but he picks up the kill with his passive. Or on a deer there, like, that's pretty nice. Here I want to go for this Rise. I do not have that much experience with sheeeen, so I'm not able to pull off the nice flash taunt. Should have taunted before I flash, you know. See, that's what the pros do, right? Not me. He flashes away, so he's safe. However, we pick up a Baron. So right now we're getting in a good position to sort of like turn the tide in this game because of 2 nice team fights. What happens next is we catch off Rise. We're a bit scared because Vayne did have the Quicksilver now. However, she's top. This is why we initiated this fight. I'm zoning them out. I'm trying to announce that my taunt is up and I want to go for this Pantheon. However, he uses his ult, and we really think that this should have been interrupted. Did you see that hit, boy? Prophet used his thingy, didn't interrupt him. I guess it was too late, but oh well. we really did an okay job there anyways. Seizing the opportunity that Vayne was top, split pushing. You can't really do that late in game. At least you can't get caught, it's crucial. So I'm split now. I'm split pushing constantly using my Sunfire Cape while my team picks up objectives. I come in with the Atmas here, which is probably not the most efficient build, but we feel rather good with ourselves right now. I wanted to try it out, so that's why. Prophet runs in again, procs his thingy. I see Nuno ult getting charged pretty nicely, so I'm gonna taunt that and then flash on top of Vayne and use my randoms to zone her out of the fight. My ultimate's up. I'm going to use it on Grandpa right there, which is fine because Vayne is deepsing him. So he survives even longer and we're able to clean them up without any casualties. So really nice fight there, and that is actually going to be game. I hope I was able to, even though I'm tired, go through some of the pros of Shen as a champion. If you like beefy top laners that can initiate fights and be an overall like team fight initiator basically, and have a lot of presence on the map for free farms and top and stuff, that's Shen for you. Pick him up. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. And if you enjoy this commentary, feel free to hit the like button. You can add this to your favorites and you can share it on Facebook and Twitter. I really appreciate that, guys. If this is the first video of me you happen to watch, make sure to check out my other ones. There's tons of League of Legends and other fun stuff on the channel. I release 3 videos a week, so why not subscribe so you don't miss anything in the future. So that's it. I'm probably gonna go to bed now. This has been Spazzy, and I am out. Do it!